Hello and a warm welcome to HW News Network, your one-stop show, truth be told, for some engaging and thought-provoking conversations. Congress is holding a two-day extended session of its highest decision-making body, that is the CWC, the Congress Working Committee, alongside a rally in Belagavi, Karnataka, to mark the 100th anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi's presidency at the party's historic Belagavi session in 1924. At this function, you will find all the important leaders of Congress, including Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, members of the CWC, chief ministers, state unit presidents, and it's a big, big event. Now, what has happened? BJP has got unnerved. BJP is getting insecure about how Congress is trying to revive the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi. So what did they do? Yesterday, Amit Shah called in a meeting of the NDA leaders, and he said that we need to remain united to counter the Ambedkar row, which has been engineered by Congress. And this morning, BJP generated another controversy, which was just completely needless. And we found BJP leaders lashing out at the Congress for installing banners with a distorted map of India, where they said that Karnataka Congress hasn't taken care, but they have put out a map which shows Jammu Kashmir as part of Pakistan. And then BJP leaders went on to say that this has been done for vote bank politics, and it is the evidence of Congress's links to powers that are trying to break India. So is BJP unnerved with this Belagavi session of the Congress? And is this a turning point as far as the politics of Congress is concerned post 2024? Joining me now this evening, a very important person, renowned author, historian, columnist, Mridula Mukherjee this evening with us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining on HW News. And my first question to you, Mridula, ma'am, is that the Belagavi session, which has just begun, there are a couple of resolutions which will be passed. But BJP, it seems, has got unnerved. It has got jittery. It seems it's manufacturing controversies to, take away the limelight from the main event, which is, of course, so significant. So why do you think that BJP is doing this? And what is BJP's gain out of it?
Well, I think, Neelu, it's very clear that ever since the results for the general elections came out in June, then and it was clear that the BJP had lost ground. Its seats came down to about 240 or so. I think since then they have been quite nervous. They didn't expect that reverse, and they've been on the back foot. In fact, as I recall, till a little while ago, till the Haryana election, results, and then the Maharashtra election results, which have gone in their favor through whatever mechanisms that has happened, we are yet to be, very clear, because there's a lot of protests and speculation about misuse of power and authority to achieve results. So whatever be the thing, I think till then they were clearly on the back foot. You could see that in the body language of their big leaders. You could see it in every possible way. Since then, they've tried to regain ground. They've again adopted a more aggressive tone. And I think in the parliament session this time, the one which we had just now, they wanted to demonstrate that, that they were back on top again. So there was I think, unnecessary, in my opinion, aggression in the manner in which they went about the business in the parliament. I think if you recall the speeches made by the BJP leaders, including the Prime Minister himself, I think they were excessively personalized, you know, excessively combative, in not becoming of what should have happened in a debate on the Constitution. You know, and I think that made it clear, and then blocking basically stopping the parliament from functioning in various kinds of ways, as we saw. Not allowing any discussion on Adani, Ambani, anything like that. On everything there was so much so that the opposition felt pressurized enough to bring in a vote of no confidence against the presiding officer of the upper house. Now, there had to be an aggression in the manner in which the vice president was behaving for the opposition to feel cornered enough to do that. I'm trying to set the stage to show that I think it is not just reflected in what they're doing, how they are reacting to this session, or how they've reacted to the Ambedkar thing. I think there is a genuine nervousness. On the one hand, there is the whole thing of 100 years of RSS, right? To celebrate centenary of the RSS, where they want to show success. In fact, what has happened is that the popularity has declined in this year, And as you can see also with many of the controversies which have been picking up on the ground, there's a desperation, like the Sambal controversy, like the Ajmer Dargah controversy, which is being raked up. I think that shows a certain desperation in wanting to rely on what they feel is the tried and tested method of their politics, which is polarization along communal lines. So much so that even the RSS chief has felt constrained to come out in public and say twice that we should not be going looking for temples under every mosque. And in the last 2 days, I'm shocked to see that some of the religious leaders are being obviously put up, encouraged to criticize Mohan Bhagwat himself, and in a language which is very unbecoming, which says you are not a thekedar of the Hindus. For somebody to get up and say, you can criticize the RSS, we also criticize the RSS, but the language, you're not a thekedar of the Hindus. We are speaking for the Hindus. Then who is we? So who's pitting against whom? We also know that during the general elections, RSS and BJP were at loggerheads. There's a whole lot of undercurrents going on. It's not a simple picture.
No, but ma'am, do you also see this Belagavi session as, something where Congress is trying to, of course, revive the legacy, but we also saw how BJP was trying to appropriate Mahatma Gandhi. BJP tried to, distort facts on Ambedkar, and they were trying to distort Ambedkar as well. And now suddenly, immediately after this Ambedkar Rao in Parliament, we see Congress appropriating both Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi, and they've come up with a slogan, Jai Bhim, Jai Samvidhan, Jai Bapu, which is a powerful slogan, and BJP doesn't know how to counter that. So do you see this as some kind of a turning point for Congress post 2024 elections?
Neelu, let me also remind you that during the run-up to the general elections, in the election campaign, actually, if you look back carefully, Rahul Gandhi had already brought in Ambedkar and the Constitution into the public discourse in a very big way. In fact, in all his rallies, he used to carry a copy of the Constitution, take it out of his pocket and hold it up and say, this is what we are defending. This is what we are fighting for. And he has been criticized, in fact, for doing the same in the Maharashtra elections, saying that when he should have been taking up local issues, he was taking up national issues. And he doesn't know the difference between national and local issues. But the fact of the matter is he has been consistent in raising the issue of the Constitution. When he talks of Constitution, he always brings in Ambedkar. And he is somebody who has been trying to bring Mahatma Gandhi back into the national discourse. So while this happening in a big way now, I would say if you look carefully at Rahul Gandhi's politics over the past few months, he clearly has been, and certainly in Bharat Jodo Yatra, Gandhi was very prominent in his whole articulation was Gandhian. The walk is Gandhian. We all know Dandi March. So the Bharat Jodo Yatra, him walking across, is a Gandhian act. And the language which he used of love, of harmony, हम नफरत के बाजार में मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलेंगे, that is Gandhian language. Gandhiji was always using the language of love and harmony.
Do we see this Belagavi session then as an extension of how Bharat Jodo Yatra was planned? That, of course, was one leg of it, how Congress is planning to go further as far as its politics is concerned. And this could be the second phase or maybe the second turning point, if I may call it, of Congress. Would you see it that way?
I hope so. What I think has also unnerved the BJP is that they, as you know, not only they, but others also keep criticizing the Congress that how after the elections, they are not active anymore. They're not taking up issues. They're not seen on the streets, But obviously what is happening with this is that this is not being done for any electoral purpose. There are no elections around the corner. So you can't say that now they are preparing for the next elections. So this is a non-electoral, occupying the non-electoral political terrain, which is very important. Now that terrain is the one in which you have protest, you have movements, you have mobilization, which is not connected directly to just winning an election. And I think, the BJP has always been strong on that ground. They do politics 24/7 into 12. Round the year, through the week, all through the day and night. They don't ever stop doing politics. When elections are not around, they're doing the shakhas, they're doing other things, they're doing their social media campaigns, they're raising this, that, and the other. I think they're also getting nervous because they see Congress trying to, occupy that space, which they are not used to. Okay, they would have thought that after the parliament session is over now, in a sense, the Congress will go back into hibernation till the next round of elections, maybe Delhi elections, then they'll get up. But if you notice the change in Delhi also, there is an attempt to change. Congress is the first party which has announced candidates. When did you last see the Congress doing that? In fact, used to always say, where are the Congress candidates? They've not come yet. They're not this time. So if you see these little clues, if you put them all together, there seems to be some change in the way the Congress wants to go about its business now. I hope that's true, because I think that will mean a fundamental change in Indian politics.
Right.
Stay ahead with our Cutting Edge News app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.